Oh. Oh, good. It just pops back in.
Woo.
So when I don't have a refeed meal, which most of the time I do, we like to go places like Protein House, where I can like order the food that I want and still have like everything measured, and I know they're not gonna use oils if I ask that. So, and then I'm gonna get a meal prep. Okay. Cooked weight 8 ounces of chicken with half an avocado, a riced cauliflower, full cup, please. Yeah. And then for your guys' coffees, but you guys having like sugar-free syrups?
We do.
You do? Like calorie-free?
Everything is sugar-free. Like everything that we have is also sugar-free. That's not bad.
It's sugar-free, but is it calorie-free? That's the real question. My coach will strangle me if I have it and it has carbs in it. Alright. Got our food. Wrap. Coffee. Now go away, I'm gonna eat. So, on my way to work now, I finished up my hour of fasted cardio. This is like my time that I get my breakfast down. I'll cook it or whatever I have, I'll just eat it in the car on the way. The other thing is I always listen to Christian music first thing in the morning, like regardless of the day. Even if I want to listen to like a certain song, I'll listen to Christian music first. It's just, I think it's a really good habit for people to have. It gets your mind right, kind of recenters you, keeps your focus on God. So now I'm heading to work.
Or maybe once I'm allowed to swim with my arms, like arms only.
You'll probably still be this.
So keep moving a little more.
Yeah.
And then I keep moving it then, oh yeah, as many symptoms.
5, let's go. Speed.
Money. Yeah, no, because Juwan actually asked about it.
Oh, really?
He was like,
Actually, have an inch on touch.
Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. Good. We got 2 more plays. Stick with me. Let's go.
Nice, motherfucker.
3, 2, 1. Drive chest up. Go. Yep. Good. Keep that tight. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Good. Control it down to 3. Chin up. 2, 1.
so before I said like this, what's going through my mind is, one, I know what I'm capable of doing. I know for a fact that I can hit 12 on this. It's going to be a grind because I know I barely got 11 last week. But I tell myself, if I really want to be IFBB Pro, if I really want to get to the top, I'll be able to hit 12. If I'm honestly giving me my all, I'll be able to get 12. So I know if I fall anything short of 12, I didn't try my best. I really don't want it that bad. So I put that pressure on myself. That's all I'm thinking about. What is this? So, one of the perks of training these guys, these NFL guys and pro athletes and all that, is the fact that one, you get to meet some cool people. Two, they're very generous sometimes. No, point I'm trying to get at is sometimes you get hooked up with some sick stuff. So I've had the privilege of training Calais Campbell, which him and I are actually gonna sit down and go through some questions. But anyways, he ended up hooking me up. He's sponsored by Nike, and so they give him like a certain allowance per year, per month, or whatever it is. And he gave me some of his allowance. So this is one part of like many packages that are coming in. Calais, like, God bless you, man. You're super kind. But I wanted this pair of Jordans for so long. Like I remember this is my cat Nala. I remember what was it I was doing? I used to work for the YMCA. Anyways, so I was working for them and I was doing scoreboard. And Mike Bibby came in with a pair of Concords on. I was like, oh my gosh, like those are sick. Like I was more pumped up about the fact that those shoes were dope. Of course, it was Mike Bibby, but I finally got my lows. I finally got them. I've wanted these for so long, man. But again, Calais, thank you. Oh, I love that new shoe smell. It's got the blue bottoms. And I had to get the leather right here because I'm gonna get shoes dirty like super quick. But yeah, I mean, this is just an example of like, there's a lot of people that they get to that level, you know what I mean? And they can become selfish. And that's one of the reasons why like I want to get to that level, is because I want to love people, I want to help people. So finally got my Air Jordan 11 retro lows. Calais, big shout out, big love, big bro. Yeah, we're gonna do that interview too, so.
If you're a Christian and you like rock, this was the song, bro. I don't know if you can hear me. I used to play trumpet. I'd hit the beat.
And how many years you been playing now?
Just finished my 13th season, going into my 14th.
14. And what is it, 2.5 years is average?
3.5.
3.5 years is average, so that's nuts.
The average is 6 years.
So what do you think the biggest reason is why you're outside of the average with that?
I think it's investing in myself, taking care of my body, just training really hard, making sure I put myself in position to maximize my opportunities.
So what would you say then, with you being at the top percent, right? There's a lot of guys who are gifted, they get into the league, they play, they do well, but what's the thing that separates, like, let's say the top 1% from that top 10%? What is it that separates them?
I think, to be the best of the best, like that, because I feel like first thing you should study, and pay attention to, who's considered the best and why. And when I started doing that, because, early in my career I had a lot of success. I was a really, really good player, Pro Bowl worthy. Just didn't get that call yet. And I started studying the guys, and I started realizing, like I just got to add that one little extra percent, just that my work ethic improved, my study habits improved, my preparation for my body, taking care of my body improved. And then it started showing up on the football field, and I started getting 8 sacks. It started turning into 14, instead of getting, some, an alternate for the Pro Bowl. I started getting, Pro Bowl right away.
Yep.
So
then regardless of the sport, what would be the one thing that you would say someone should do if they want to be in the top percent or at least reach their maximum potential? Like, what's one thing that they should do from your experience, regardless of sport?
Regardless of sport, one thing that they should do. You got to just put yourself in the best position in whatever it is that's going to allow you to be successful. And that's, I just think, extreme preparation. I think success is, usually, comes from, just, you know, when hard work meets preparation, right? And then they say being confident, being ready in that moment comes from you know, past experiences or extreme preparation. And you know, I mean, as you get more experience and more success, you know, that you can lean on, that's great. But you know, just to make it get at any level, I think the number one thing you got to do is prepare. You know, you got to have extreme preparation. And if that's, you know, in the gym, if that's watching tape or whatever it may be, that works for whatever, you know, whatever sport that you're in or whatever, you know, life, it's really just life, period. Extreme preparation. Am I going to put the work in more so than the next person? Because there's only so much opportunity you have. Are you willing to pay the price harder than anybody else?
Yep. No, I like that. And then last thing, 3 rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Would you prefer feet for hands or hands for feet? That's important.
I think I'd rather have hands for feet than feet for hands.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Second question. Would you prefer that every time you laugh, it sounds like a fart, or your breath always smells like a fart? Which one?
It sounds like a fart for sure.
So every time you laugh, you want it to sound like a fart?
I would definitely prefer that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's better than
You don't even want to pop in like a mint or something like that and try to overcome it?
You can't overcome bad breath like that. You got to floss, I guess.
Okay, last one. If you had the choice between fighting 20 baby bears or 20 baby tigers, which would you do and why? And would you make it out alive?
20 baby bears or 20 baby tigers? That sounds
Which
scary.
one are you doing?
That's tough. I mean, I think I'm going to take my chances with the bears.
The bears?
Yeah. What kind
Baby
of
bears
It's not
are pretty big.
It's not grizzly bears, is it?
It's grizzly bears for sure.
It's grizzly bears for sure. I think I got to go with the tigers then if it's grizzly bears.
Yeah? And then would you make it out alive? 20 of them. We're talking like 6-month-old.
Yeah.
You make it out?
Yeah, I'm getting out alive.
Really? You're in a UFC cage with just yourself and 20 baby tigers. You
That's a
make it
little
out.
tight space. I might need a little more space than that.
Oh, okay, we'll say three UFC octagons that size.
3 of them that size. Okay, 3 of them. Yeah.
That's the deal breaker
I'll
right there.
go
If it's only
tigers.
one,
I thought I got a better chance against bears because bears I don't think move as.
I would say they
move
don't
better.
move as much, but man, when they get you, they're heavy.
Yeah.
They're heavy for sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. I appreciate it.
My guy.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Another day, another shipment of Nike. But my kitties love boxes, so they'll get to play with the boxes. Oh, yeah, here comes one already. Nada. Got this peach kind of color, thin Nike tank top, the same weight. So my guess, see what I just did there? You shouldn't cut towards yourself. I can hear my grandpa in my head. You're gonna cut your hand. You're gonna cut your hand. Don't do it towards yourself. Well, I made a mistake. Oh, this is a pair of shorts. These are Nike running shorts. Ooh, that's kind of cool. What's that say? Nike running division. So right now, pre-workout. Doing Neuron. 1 capsule of L-Dopa. Out. The rest of the Nike stuff came, and a big announcement. Bag I got
It all just moved. I thought it did that one. Alright. So we got... Oh, thanks. I can't remember everything I got. Oh, another tank top. Yeah, there's that color. Don't I have 2 of these? Isn't my other one this color? Well, and I have one for when I'm juicy and one for when I'm not as juicy. Those. It's got the long zipper on it and all that. Definitely not for right now. Maybe for something like this. Ooh, and it has fleece. I know you're gonna be wearing these. Another pair. They're quote unquote slim fit, but realistically everything is slim fit. Unless if you buy super baggy. These ones are kind of cool. They got like a interesting waistband. And I don't know what Nike's been doing with all these little pocket things, but it's different. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. Maybe like a wallet. No, it's just one really big pair. Holy, I like the drawstrings on these. Multicolored. Yeah, and they're fleece. That's like neon, a neon Nike. Dude, these are straight snow pants. Oh my gosh, feel that. Those are snow pants at the bottom. Toss them back.
Cordura fabric.
Cordura? Yeah, I think that's, oh, that hit my teeth.
Sorry.
And then Polar Tech. Yeah, I bought snow pants. And, their big announcement. I'm officially signed with Vitargo. Can I have my knife again? So obviously I'm with Optimum Effects, but they don't have any type of carb powder. So just kind of getting advice from my coach Milos and knowing what Charles Pollock would use. I've always used Vitargo. I just think that they're superior. Thank you. It doesn't mess with my gut health or anything like that. And again, the flavor of it is freaking insane, especially when you mix it with like the right protein powder. So I'm super thankful to be partnered with them, and we're gonna be doing some big things in the future. But they just went ahead and sent me the 4 containers. I really like the grape flavor. Like I said in that one video on my Instagram, it's like a grape creamsicle when you mix this with the vanilla and blend it up in a Vitamix. So thank you, Vitargo. And thank you, Calais, for all the Nike stuff. He's a good example of what you should do when you reach the top. And for Vitargo, again, that's the carb powder that I recommend. You guys can get 15% off. Go ahead and use code #King15, and then you can get a hold of these. And on top of that, the other big announcement is I'm gonna be dropping on July 11th, the day after my warm-up show, the AZ Open, a hypertrophy program. Comes with an app and all that, 12 weeks of programming, and you're gonna need a lot of Vitargo and Optimum Effects amino matrix for that one. So be on the lookout for that. More info coming. Thank you again. Thanks, baby.
Alright. I was actually about to go to bed. My wife's asleep in the other room right now. But I felt really led to share this in this YouTube video. So first off, I want to kind of go over like my last name, King. One second. I don't want to wake her up, but I want to go over my last name, King. So this was not planned. It was just already there, and I felt led to do it. So my last name, King, that's like my 4th last name. I had a bunch of different last names growing up. Just situations with my mom divorcing and remarrying, and last names moving around a lot. So King, the way we ended up on that one was my mom's last marriage. The last name was Armstrong, right? And for me, I never really identified with that. And so when my wife and I, when we got married, we were thinking about it, and we were like, man, like that's not our last name. Like a last name represents your lineage, or it represents who you come from, and something you should be proud of. And so we thought about it, and we decided on the last name King. Not just because it's a cool last name. That's my other cat, Tiggy. Not just because it's a cool last name, but because it represents my lineage and my wife's lineage. We're the son and the daughter of the King of the universe, our Heavenly Father, and that's my father. I don't have a father. I have a biological father that it was never there, but now and always I've had my Heavenly Father, and through that, that's my lineage. And it's a reminder that my wife is the daughter of the king, right? She's royalty, and that's a cool kind of analogy, and it makes you think, it makes you realize how I should treat her, how I should love her, because you treat her like royalty, and knowing that she's the daughter of the king, right? And I'm the son of the king, and that just shows you like how high I should hold my head, and how loved I am, and how much like God loves me and has for me. So there's that.
If you guys watched all the way to there, I appreciate it. This is obviously my first one, so I'm a little sick right now, so excuse my nasal cavity. But honestly, just let me know what you guys want changed, what you like, what you don't like. This first one, I just want to give you guys kind of a look into what general life is looking like. From there, there's going to be a lot more like deep dives into what I'm actually doing for prep and as we get closer to the show. So comment below. It helps with that algorithm. Like, subscribe, turn the notification on, share it. And if you guys can, follow me on Instagram, justin.c.king21. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, and God bless.